kind of play with herself with her.
And she had a stump.
With her unlimited hand, she would kind of play with herself. And then she would kind of, she would kind of like beat the top of her uvula or whatever it's called. She would like hit it with a club with a, it was almost like a like treble and bass, you know, it was like, she was like remixing her own puss kind of, it was, I mean, I don't know. Masturbation really runs its course. You know, I met this gal one time at a library and she didn't have any fingers on one of her hands. She had like a, I don't know what it was
like
called.
A nub?
Yeah, but it was more
almost
than
like
that.
when you do crab legs and you get
like,
all the,
go on.
You take all the legs off the crabs and it's almost like a little, just like the hand meaty part.
It was like that thing that Thor has now. I just saw it the other day. What is it?
I just saw that movie the other day.
That super hammer. Yeah, this gal had a real super hammer on her. And bring up Tom Dempsey too if you can. Bring him up. He's a famous guy.
What does this have to do with masturbation?
Well, so I remember I met this gal at the library and then we wanted to get together. Bring him up. There you go.
You met a girl at the library? When is this, Theo?
This was 9 years ago.
Okay. I love that it's not 10.
But that's Tom Dempsey right there. See, he's got that freaking hammer. Look
Whoa.
at that claw hammer.
Wait.
Zoom in on that hoof, baby.
Wait, that's crazy.
He died, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And he hit a 73-yarder.
Okay.
I know he died at 73.
So you met this girl at the library 9 years ago.
Right. And I remember she would like kind of like, and we got involved in sex, right?
Yeah.
And so she would like kind of like.
How do you pick up a girl at the library? How do you pick up a girl anywhere and then get involved in sex? I really don't understand this. You just have a vibe? Did you know right away, like, this is happening?
No, I sat down and she was kind of cute and we were talking. We both were in the library. So right there, you know, things probably weren't going great at the overall. I think if you're at the during, you know, at that time, you know, the library hasn't been like a real hotbed of.
Yeah, that's why I asked the timeline, because I go 9 years ago. Yeah.
Even then.
It
wasn't.
There's phones around,
and especially even in Los Angeles, man. A lot of the library out here is just a lot of people. I mean, we saw a dude try to climb into a fucking book. This fucking homeless dude tried to get into one of those big atlases, you know, trying to take a vacation the long way, you know. But she would like play with herself, kind of. I remember this girl would like kind of play with herself with her,
and she had a stump with
her unlimited hand. She would kind of play with herself, and then she would kind of. She would kind of like beat the top of her uvula or whatever it's called. She would like hit it with a club with a, it was almost like a like treble and bass, you know, it was like, she was like remixing her own puss kind of, it was, I mean, I don't know what happened. Oh, and then I remember it was like, you know, a lot of women, sometimes some women will have, it had a very violent odor to her vagina.
Oh yeah.
Every time she'd hit it with that hammer, it would just
release.
I knew another like
waft.
Oh, I knew it was going to be a lot of, you know,
man,
my toes would just curl up and I was like, I can't be a part of this.
So was this a one-time thing or was it a repeat thing and you noticed that this odor was not getting remedied?
I can't remember if it was one time or two times.
Yeah.
But we ended up separating.
Right. Because of the odor, you think?
It was just a lot. It was a lot of stuff. I think we didn't really get. Oh, then I remember I ended up getting a BJ one time.
First one?
Yeah. And we met out. Oh, I remember we were meeting in the woods. It was at a party.
Yeah.
I was like, let's go meet in the woods. And Louisiana has woods. It's not, I mean, there's like spiders. There's like dragons. There's like dead bitches out there probably.
Yeah.
You know, there's pirate ships. There's a lot in there.
So you meet in the woods.
But we met in the woods and it was getting damp like where we were meeting. It was getting real muddy. So, I mean, I remember we were slogging and dude. And then I remember it getting even a little bit more like, almost like probably a couple inches of water, you know?
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like, where are we meeting? And I'd gone kind of the wrong way to meet. So I'm like, you know, I'm like out in damn, you know, I'm almost in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, you know, I'm in the backdrop of where the crawdads sing, you know what I'm saying? It's really like, I'm passing boats like.
And you don't have phones. How do you know where to meet this girl?
Dude, I was just following the possibility that I was going to get a BJ.
Did it happen?
I would still be walking if the possibility had never left my head. And so we finally got to each other. And by that point, I mean, I had like locusts on me. I had like, I was a damn ecosystem, you know, like I was certainly, I wasn't doing great. You know, there was like scientists texting me. There was like,
Oh my God.
you know, it was really, it was bad, you know.
You were deciduous.
Oh, there was moss growing on the north side of me. Like, I barely made it to this. I was 3 years older when I got to her. When I finally got there, it was illegal for her to give me the blowjob. That's
my God.
how long it took, man.
Was it awesome? Was it like as good as you had thought it would be? Because I mean, I'm guessing this girl is like a younger, like you're on the younger side of things. It's probably one of her first two. Maybe, you know, maybe she doesn't know what she's doing, but was it just so great?
Well, by that point, other kids had come and looking for us, you know.
Oh, okay.
By that point, by the time we finally met, there were other kids yelling in the distance.
Yeah, because you were missing for hours.
Oh, it was
a
crazy.
Search party.
Oh, it was crazy. There was a lantern, I remember. I'm like, somebody has a lantern out here? There was a lantern. There was beagles. Oh, there were 2 beagles, you know. It was getting really, really bad, you know. And so we had to shut it down, right?
Okay.
And then another time, so then we rebooked it for a couple of weeks later when someone else had a party.
Yeah.
You know. So
you knew it was gonna be a blowjob.
Yeah, I knew it.
Because she had maybe done it before.
Yeah.
And when was your first completion? Like you're getting.
Oh man. Well, so then we got busted, and that was a bad issue. And then probably about, I think it was a couple years later, a girl gave me a hand job into a small waterway, and
like a stream. What? Everything is outdoors for you guys.
Yeah, well,
like that. Yeah.
I think the people I knew didn't have big indoors.
Yeah.
So it was like, if there's not a lot of room indoors, you gotta.
So into a small waterway, you were like looking over a small bobbling brook.
No, it was big. It was larger than that. I mean, you could catch something out of it.
All right.
And
so you got a hand job out of that
into the stream.
Into the stream.
And
yes, you gave back.
So scared, you know. Yeah. It scared me.
What scared you about it?
I would never be able to get that semen back. First of
all. Really?
I think it was something about that.
But hadn't you ejaculated before and felt the same way, or did you try to put it back in then? Like,
well, I remember we jerked off one time, and my dad made us bury it out in the yard.
No way. What?
Yeah.
Wait, he caught you jerking off, and he's bury your semen in the backyard. So you in your hand.
Not even in the back; it was in the side yard.
Wait, that is why? Why?
I don't know. He said that's God's, and that's where it goes.
Oh my God. That's a thing. Like, there are some guys that, like, I think have an issue with coming. And you should, because it, like, when you come, it fucks with your limbic system. It also makes you, the interesting thing I found about when I was like reading these books about like the male orgasm, the female orgasm, and how much it fucks you up, and how I just had so many experiences where I slept with guys too soon when I really thought that I'd waited long enough. They really liked me. We're going to the next level. This was actually making us like, we're going to be boyfriend, girlfriend after this. I didn't get the word of it, but it was like, this is in the bag. And then we'd have sex, and then instantly they would change, and like they just weren't into me anymore. And they kind of, and it was about, and they would sometimes try to not come because they knew what was coming on the other side of that. There was nothing I did. It was that they came, and then I found out biologically, because we used to like live in tribes and just have sex with everyone, and no one like. Not
everybody. I'm sure there was some people in the tribe that.
Yeah, you skipped a couple.
Yeah, like little Randall over there. Yeah, let's leave him, dude. That guy's over there fucking eating chia seeds out of his belly button. I think I'm a pass on fucking him. You know.
But we used to. I'm sure within reason, you used to just like have sex with everyone because you had to make a lot of babies for the fucking tribe.
Well, totally. You had to get more goods to be able to survive the winter.
Yeah, and babies don't live, so everyone was fucking everyone. So your body, when you come as a man, your subconscious, like your caveman brain, whatever it is telling you, do not come with this girl again. Like, you already got her. If she's gonna get pregnant, you've already done it. Don't drop a second load in this woman, because that would be a waste of your sperm. So that's why men afterwards have this like, flight response of like, get away, because it would be a waste for you to fuck someone twice within the same like ovulation period. And this whole book was about like not making it so like, if you want to keep a guy interested in you, just don't let him come.
Wow.
Ever. And they'll be obsessed with you. And there is some truth to that. I mean, like, even I feel that way in relationships. I'm scared of cum now, because on the other side of it, when a guy comes, even if they're like my partner at the time, there's just a lack of interest in me that was like, they were pawing on me before, so into me. And then afterwards, it's, as we all feel after we are satiated, But I don't like that to go away suddenly. It felt like, oh my God, then that was fake or something. So
Oh,
sometimes
that's
I'll be like, please
interesting.
don't come because I want you to like crave me forever. I always want that to be there. I hate when it goes away.
Dude, that's a great point. Man, maybe that's because I'll say this, whenever I would ejaculate into my hand or whatever,
Yeah.
it always felt like that wasn't supposed to be outside. That's one thing that I always felt like.
Yes.
It's like, this doesn't feel like it's just supposed to be outside of me.
Yeah, because it's a waste.
Yeah.
That semen is to like make a baby, and now your body has to like make more. You just like wasted this thing that was gonna keep you going, keep the human species going, and you just blew it. Like your job as a man is to make sure that goes into a vagina that is fertile, and you failed. So of course there would be some kind of like disappointment or shame on the other side of that, subconsciously or even consciously.
You just blew it out here in the back of a school bus or behind a Shoney's or something. You're like, now you're just riding there on the bus next to your semen, and you're just like, all right.
That's interesting though, because I feel the same way after I have an orgasm. But my thing is that I get sad because I get sad because I want to feel that again right now, and I have to wait now to build it up again. And I'm like, it's almost like after I like to wait to eat until I'm really hungry so that the food tastes better. Like I love to wait. I'm a pleasure delayer, and so I always, after I come, I'm always just like, man, the most fun part of that whole thing was up until it happened.
Yeah.
When it happened, it feels good, but really the best part is the anticipation. That's why I love anticipation. I love when I see the waiter bringing my food. Like that's a better feeling to me than when I'm actually eating it, I think. On Christmas, I notoriously as a kid, I would never open my Christmas presents. I would hoard them and be like, because I didn't want Christmas to be over. The saddest day of the year is December 26th.
Yeah.
I might argue the saddest day is December 25th, the afternoon after Christmas presents are opened. Because
people are crying.
Before that, it's beaten. Like, what could be? And now you know what is, and it's fine. It's Nintendo and you're psyched and you're playing Duck Hunt with your cousin. But before that, who knows what it could have been?
Wow, that's interesting,
I like to think of what if.